And after God had created Adam, he placed him in the middle of the garden, in the Garden of Eden, and instructed him to tend to the garden and work it. Now, here's a very important detail for us to pay attention to because we're going to talk about it in the next episode. As Adam lived within the garden, God told him that he was free to eat from any tree in the garden, including the tree of life. But he was not allowed to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or else he would surely die. And then Genesis chapter 2 tells us that when God created Eve, he put Adam in a deep sleep and took out his rib and created her from it. And after God created her, he brought her to Adam, and this is what Adam's response was. In verse 23, it says, "The man said, 'This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man.' That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." Verse 25 says, "Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame." Now remember this, Genesis chapter 2 simply just details all that we see in Genesis chapter 1. And at the conclusion of creation, God looked at all that he created and declared that it was very good.